What gets me going is the fact that I know that what I'm doing can make a difference for the kids.
Linn-Mar makes a difference by caring for every student that is in the district.
This is why I'm doing this particular concert. It has touched this child's life.
We are trying to prepare these kids for the real world, not only giving them the X's and O's, the addition, the subtraction, but how do they turn in from 12-year-olds to 15-year-olds to 18-year-olds so that when they go to college, they have all the tools that they need to be successful.
It's all about the kids. I love children, I love books, I love sharing books with kids.
But all of us are in education because we have visions for what could be better for kids. And what do we see in the future, and how do we make that happen?
I remember it as in the mid-'80s, about 1986. Dr. Easterday called up one day, and he was very quiet, very low-key person. And he said, John, we'd like some help over here. We're thinking of starting a foundation.
Well, the foundation was started about 22 years ago by a group of people who kind of foresaw the fact that there was going to be a lot of growth in the area, and they also realized that with growth there were going to be some bills coming in for some things that to maintain that excellence in education that the district has been known for, and the school budget was not going to cover it. The purpose of the Linn-Mar Foundation is to raise private funds for public schools. It's to supplement the exciting things that the district can do that aren't necessarily in the budget every year.
We wanted extras, things that would expand us and give us something beyond the bare requirements was where we were going. We got the foundation laid, and it did grow, so it's growing.
I think that our tradition of educational excellence is obvious here at Linn-Mar, and I think people look at Linn-Mar as a leader throughout our state.
When I see it, when I see what our kids do in the classroom, when I see what our teachers are doing in the classroom, when I see the innovation that our teachers bring, and then I see our test scores, excellence just clearly defines.
We impact people's lives in a lot of different ways. For the students, we provide them the opportunities to do things that they're really passionate about and good at, things that make them better people. Give them opportunities to volunteer or serve. So what we try to do is build that whole child.
Linn-Mar is the first school district in the state of Iowa to implement the Oveus program. Dr. Oveus talks about bullying being peer abuse. Kids have a right to come to school and feel safe. And if they don't feel safe, they're not going to learn. The first thing you see when you walk into these buildings is the bully-free zone signs, and that was in due large part by the foundation.
I think some of my best moments have been associated with the Stories Alive program. It's something unique that Linn-Mar is able to offer courtesy of the foundation. It's a program where we invite authors, illustrators, or storytellers to come in, meet with our kids, interact with them, and really gets the kids fired up.
I look at a situation like Linn-Mar. Linn-Mar's alive. The arts are very alive in our district. We've already been recognized by a Grammy Award at the high school level as being an outstanding arts school. And that happens because of a connected community and saying it's important.
Definitely part of what makes Linn-Mar great is that we have a group of people that have made a commitment through the foundation to enhance learning. You can't do it alone.
You turn a proposal in to the foundation. It isn't just to maybe benefit one department, one area. They focus on funding big projects that will benefit many students. And I love this shirt. It says, "We are Linn-Mar." And that's what I think the foundation is. It doesn't say we have a great football team or a great band in high school. It doesn't say our elementary has a great library system. It says we are Linn-Mar, and to me that's what the foundation is.
As we look at where we are, we're one of the fastest growing, consistently growing districts in the state. We're at over 6,000 students now. In 10 years, we would look to be close to 9,000 students.
Our growth is at such a phenomenal rate, and some of our buildings are getting older, so we have to juggle that. And so when the money gets juggled to those things, there still is those little things that might have to get cut or put on the back burner. We need the community support to maintain a high level of education. The state provides adequate funding, but not exceptional funding. Adequate gets us to an adequate school, but I don't think there's anybody in our district that comes here to be adequate. We're looking for something more.
Beyond sums up the whole idea of what the foundation is about, that we are beyond what the district's budget is. We are beyond what the traditional thinking of schools are. We are a little bit beyond what the next group is doing.
The endowment campaign is our effort to not just work harder, but to work smarter. We need to plan for the future of education, needs that are known now and needs that are unknown. And the endowment will provide a perpetual basis of funding and a resource that will always be there.
To have an endowment fund of significance, I think that's critical. I don't think that's fluff, I think that's critical. If we're going to continue to be the kind of a school district that we need to be, we're going to need that kind of commitment.
We have to look ahead for our future generations and be prepared, because we had generations before us helping lay groundwork so that we could be successful. So we have to do the same.
The bank's giving philosophy is centered around basically youth and education. The foundation is a perfect fit for us to be able to funnel some dollars back into the educational system in our community, that we make our money in this community. We feel it's our responsibility to support the schools.
I'd like each family to consider what they want to do, what they want the legacy to be, what their vision is of the school district, and what they see any enhanced dollars can do for the school system themselves as a whole and as a community.
So how is education going to change? We have to continue to find the strategies to make a difference for every single child.
I see our young music teachers coming in. They love the kids. They love the subject matter. They're anxious to learn. They are ready for the challenge of what is coming.
We need to start looking at other languages being taught to our kids before late middle school or early high school.
I hope to see cutting-edge technology in the form of computer labs, science rooms in every school, and those rooms filled with the greatest level of technology and the greatest opportunity for students to explore.
I would build some wonderful facilities for athletics, for lifelong learning. I would have huge fitness centers in all the schools.
The Beyond campaign is about being beyond average, beyond ordinary, beyond the expected, beyond adequate, beyond today.